Okay. Sorry about that. I think we are back up and running. Hopefully someone can tell me. If you can see this, let me know. I think I need to pull up my little guy. Can do that. Can do that. Yeah. He should be there. Okay. We've got him back up. Awesome. That seems to be working. Let me see if I can get announcement put out on my channel. Okay. Well, I do have low battery on my phone, so maybe I need to plug that in as well before that dies. Doop, doop, doop. That'd be another technical issue. We get better at this as things go on. Go. Plug into the phone. Now we're charging, so that's good. Okay, that seems to be working. Let's see if I can't just get... Alright, yeah, there we go. Looks like I should be able to grab a link, and I'm just going to post that back up in the chat. I'm not going to tag everybody because that would be annoying, but it looks like we're live again. So hopefully that is going. Yep, I'm back from the Shadow Realm. Okay, cool. It's working. You guys can see it. Sorry about that. Like I said, it's a new computer. It runs the stream program a little bit differently, so I think I'm going to have to mess with some of the settings just to make sure that it's a way that I like, and then get that all adjusted for future broadcasts. But, like, you know, for this, it's fine. I'm not too stressed out about it, so we're all good. Fortunately, it happened at a time where I was kind of taking a break anyway, so I wasn't in the middle of something, which makes me feel better. But yeah. I don't remember what I was talking about before. Cats or Candyland or something or other, but... Anyways, we are back and we are live. Yep, sorry about that, Goober. I had a moment where we had a technical difficulty, and then I had to restart and figure out a couple of things. So, but we're back now, probably going for a little bit longer. So, by all means, please come in and join us. We'll be here. I keep saying us as though it's me and other people. Which I guess it is me and you guys, the viewers, but the only person painting here is, on this stream is me. You run Linux? Okay, yeah, no. I ain't doing that. I got my Windows over here, and that's plenty complicated enough for me. You working on anything today, Goober? You got projects? How's Todd, the nice little normal man that you modeled? Did he make it back from Gen Con okay? I sure hope so. I know both he and Party Boy sustained injuries while at the con. They were remedied. So nice. I posted that I was like, oh no, one of my models broke. I didn't bring any super glue, and a ton of people were like, I have glue, I'll meet you tomorrow. And that was fantastic. So we got Party Boy fixed up, which was quite nice. We kind of crowdsourced his repair. Just a drop of super glue, just a little glue in the arm joint, nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, that was a cool moment for me that I could just be like, hey, does anyone have super glue? And like 6 people stood up and were like, I have glue, I will bring it for you. That was nice. Todd is good. Back in the bin with his minions. Excellent. Party Boy is very excited that he got to meet Todd. He thinks Todd is pretty cool. So I hope if you go back to Gen Con, you bring Todd with you again. And they can meet up once more. Beautifully painted miniature, by the way. I particularly like how saturated all of the colors are. Like, you worked really well with those bright colors, which do not always go on super easily. And the little ferns you had on your base, they were incredible. I liked them a lot. Feels correct to be back painting Tau again. I think I've said that a few times on this stream, but it's nice. It's familiar. Yeah, of course. It's very cool to be able to see like a mini that I've seen a photo of on the internet, but then see it in person. It's different. Like, as much as stuff in videos and photos, we do our best to capture it accurately, there's something different to seeing miniatures in person that's always just really cool. I remember thinking that about the Golden Demon entries that I saw. Like, the photographs that they took were great photographs, but there's something to seeing them physically that is different. And I don't quite know what it is, but models do look different in person no matter how well they are photographed. Am I going to make a video about Gen Con or just the haul stream? A great question. I actually wanted to use working on getting that LED light in my Tau model as like the basis for my Gen Con video. I finished getting that actually like completed earlier today, so that is probably going to be my next video, just because it's going to be quick to put out. But I intend to use some of my Gen Con footage there. And then I did record the game of Relic Blade that I played with Brent from Goobertown Hobbies. The audio in it is kind of trash, but like I might just edit it together and put it out to the internet anyway, because it seems like it would be kind of fun. I'm not sure if people will want to see that, or if it will get views, or if like really it's worth putting out there and worth the effort of going through to edit, because like we definitely just sort of guessed at the rules sometimes, and I had a very fun time playing that game. I don't know that it would be very entertaining for other people to watch. So I haven't really decided if that's gonna be something that I can or like that I want to put out on the internet. Brent's fine with me putting it out on the internet and was cool with the whole thing being recorded, but I mean it was recorded on my phone without like any kind of tripod, so the footage is shaky and the audio is probably pretty terrible. But I don't know. Maybe that's something that's worth putting up on the channel anyway. We'll see. I haven't decided what to do with that. Would it be the first battle report with him in it? I believe so. As far as I'm aware, I don't know that Goobertown Brent has featured in any other battle reports, and you're welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know, because, like, I'm trying to remember if he was in Midwinter Minis Start Collecting series. Maybe he was? I feel like he could have been, but I don't know if that happened or not. I would say that, as far as I know, Brent is not a frequent guest to battle reports. Unless he's got a secret hidden channel where he reads the rules and plays games. I would say we both were at a similar level of understanding of the rules of Relic Blade. I had watched one of the like play on tabletop videos or something like that fairly recently, just to like refresh my memory of how to play Relic Blade, like a day or two before the con. So I think I may have had a slight advantage in remembering some of the rules as opposed to Brent. But if you're looking to learn how to play Relic Blade, that our battle report is not the best for that. It's not slick. The footage is shot not great. We're also playing it in the Lucas Oil Stadium where the football games happen. Like, that's where they had the gaming library and space set up, so it's pretty cavernous and echoey, I imagine. And we're just using whatever we had lying around as terrain. So, authentic Gen Con experience? Sure. Compelling video? I don't think so. I don't know. Or haven't decided. I kind of want to do it anyway, just because it's a nice memory for me, and I mean, I'd like to have that, just to enjoy, I guess, kind of like the same way one enjoys home video of themselves. But, like, yeah, it's a nice memory. I had a really good time playing, but I don't know that it would serve a great purpose in the realm of the internet or not. Yeah, I need to learn how to play Tau Good. I should start learning that. I'd say eventually, but, like, yeah. I mean, I could field a force even unpainted. Like, I could just use them. You know, that's a thing that I could do. I could just play the game with the miniatures that I own. That's not illegal. Max says that we want the battle report, and we're not expecting you to be dice check. Yeah, my production crew is me, and sometimes Achilles bites something and then wants credit for doing something in the video, so I don't know. It's just me editing things. Yeah, I couldn't make it too classy. If you're sure you want the battle report, then I can try editing it together. I haven't really reviewed the footage to see how coherent or how much of it is worthwhile, so haven't taken a look at it yet. But if that's something, maybe I'll put up a poll on the channel after I do my LED light video for Gen Con, asking if people want the Brent video, and then I'll see if it's a yes or no and go from there. Because, like I said, it will take some effort to edit it, and let's just say that I don't love editing. It's not my favorite step in the process. So, yeah. I just want to know that people would, like, watch it, because it's definitely not, like, my usual sort of hobby content where I'm teaching something or contributing to, like, learning or sharing a experience, you know, like that kind of thing. Because I don't see myself as a channel that's gonna have great battle reports, because I'm not really a rules person. I don't do that aspect very well. So I don't want to give people the wrong impression of what this channel's gonna be. Yeah, One Page Rules seems to be, it has a very passionate community and people who say that it's a great rule system and stuff, so I should probably look into it. Um, I just, I struggle to find people in my area who necessarily play it or want to teach it. I do much better when someone can teach me a game and then I can try and learn it as well. Um, with Relic Blade, fortunately, the rule set wasn't that complicated, and there were videos that could teach me how to play. I'm sure there's like a learn one-page rules video out there, but for whatever reason, I just haven't looked it up and started looking into it. I think Malifaux is probably the next game that I'm gonna try learning how to play decently. I asked in my local area, and they're gonna have a learn to play night at my local game store. So that's kind of the next one that I'm going to conquer, and then I'll go from there. Battle report. The corn guys went pow and the enemy went zing. Less so, because there's no corn guys in Relic Blade. So no corn demons. Just our crews. Brent also had a way higher point value, because we just both brought 4 guys, and neither of us thought to be like, oh hey, let's check to make sure that our teams are balanced against one another. We didn't fucking do that. So Brent had a slight leg up in his characters were more powerful than mine. Also, I didn't varnish my metal minis, and their paint is coming off in flakes. So I should have done that, and I didn't. And I should repair them at some point, and I'm probably not going to. That's the truth. But it might be nice, especially since my friend Joe helped me paint up those minis, and I told him about how I had to get them done so that I could use them to play a game of Relic Blade with Brent, and he was kind of excited about helping with that. So that might be nice, just be like, hey, that thing that we worked on, it happened. It's sad for me that I don't live closer to Mary Beth and Joe, because when they came to visit and I was able to show him some mini painting and stuff like that, it was quite fun, and he was an absolute delight to have to just talk about hobby stuff with and flip through a codex with. And I think if we lived closer, we would have gotten some good games of Warhammer in. So I'll have to see about going to visit him and Mary Beth sometime, and having whatever game I have at the moment that's portable and easy-ish to learn, and taking that with me so we can have a game or paint some more minis. He's definitely getting miniatures for Christmas. That is 100% gonna happen. The Joe and Mary Beth saga part 2. Maybe. Listen, I don't know if that video is gonna endure. Like, I think it did well for a video for me. I don't know if people like it, like, in general, but I like it. It feels very wholesome to me, and it's one of my favorite things that I've made on the channel, so I'm very happy with it. But that's probably just because I got to gush about how cool my friends are, and it was a fantastic visit. I love my friends. They're just really nice people. They're very cool. Just tackle. I do have, Joe was very interested in Tyranids. Those were the models that he kind of seemed to be gravitating towards for himself. So I did maybe grab a Nid at some point that is going to be gifted to Joe. I'm gonna paint it up for him. Hopefully he's not watching this stream, or else he's gonna know what he's getting for Christmas. But I've never painted or assembled that Nid. I've never done a Nid before, but I have the box, and I have an idea. I have all the parts of that idea. I just want to finish a few of the videos that I'm working on first before I get started on this. I want to finish the light video that I'm doing. I need to finish the corn color scheme video that I'm doing, and then I need to finish the Space Marine 1K special video, because people are expecting that now that I've been like, oh, I'm going to do this because I hit 1K, so that all needs to happen. I know, buddy. I know, Lobster. I've been streaming and I haven't been giving you attention. You like that vid? Aw, I'm so glad. I'm really happy. It's definitely one of my favorite videos that I've made. I think that Joe's genuine interest in Warhammer carries a lot of it, though. Like, just flipping through the codex and listening to my friends be genuinely, like, interested in what some of the models looked like, or being like, why does this tank not cost, like, $20? It's great. I wish that Warhammer would just let Joe price miniatures, because then I could get a Knight Titan for $60 and, like, a pack of guys for 10. I think he should be behind the pricing. He'd do a much better job. Yeah, the Price is Right GW edition is fantastic. Absolutely an homage to Midwinter Minis doing that same thing, because it's, yeah. It reminded you of how you felt when you first started out? Yeah, same. Like, there's sort of a, I don't know, there's a bit of a creep that comes in, and, like, I feel like after you've painted your first couple of minis, or once you kind of understand what Warhammer is, you get a little bit disillusioned with it, and you're like, oh man, the company, like, doesn't have the best policies, and it's gonna take me a while to paint this up, and, you know, like, I have to buy a lot of models, and I don't have as much stuff or as much skill or whatever as when I first started out. Like, that just happens, I think, with anything that you want to improve and be good at. But, like, having that fresh spark when all of the stuff is new and you don't know anything about the hobby, and someone gets to tell you the lore and show you the pictures. And I always love seeing which factions people gravitate towards first, because it's almost never what I expect them to be interested in, which is great. But yeah, like, just watching that happen is great, and yeah, it's fun. I love sharing this hobby with people, and I don't get to do it all the time. So yeah, I'm glad that it reminded you of that, and that you enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed making that video. It was super fun. I would do it again 1,000,000 times out of 10. Joe's also just such a genuinely nice person that he still doesn't have a model that he painted for himself because he kept wanting to paint them up for other people. Which is not a quality that I embody. I like having things that I keep for myself. But I definitely think that by being more generous with the hobby and the materials that we have in excess of, it's a good way to fight against how expensive and how kind of like that can be a barrier to entry to other people. As you can see from my desk, I clearly have a ton of miniatures. Joey price rant plus cat per ASMR. Yeah, sometimes you just paint because it looks cool, and you should just have fun with your minis because they look cool. It doesn't always have to be that deep. Like, you can just like things because they're cool. And yeah, sure, the models are a little bit expensive or whatever, but like, having an ounce of serotonin during this apocalyptic wasteland that we find ourselves in, that's not a crime. Just painting stuff because it's cool or because you like it is great. That's a fantastic reason to paint. You think that model looks interesting? Excellent. End of story. Paint it. Just paint it. Yeah, I promise though, if Joe and Mary Beth ever come to visit again, I will 100% try and get a game of Warhammer or Kill Team or Necromunda or Malifaux or really anything in, or have some more miniature painting time, because I think it's great to have a fresh perspective on the hobby. It's very refreshing and wonderful, and I got to capture it on video, so it's special. Thank you, Max. I'm probably going to be closing up the stream pretty soon anyway. I have to get myself some dinner because I didn't realize how late it was. Fortunately, I made a fuck ton of pasta salad for some reason today. The recipe could feed like an entire picnic's worth of people. So I have plenty of delicious pasta to eat, and we'll probably just do that. And I'm either going to watch the 3rd episode of Sandman, which frankly still hasn't wowed me, or the next episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I've been working my way through. Stay tuned about that, because I think Liam from Millennial Model Mayhem and I may be doing another joint stream pretty soon. I don't know if you were there for our last one, but it was a lot of fun. It made you want to get some Primaris? You went to get some Primaris soon after that video because they looked cool, even if they invalidated your old army? Oh, nice! Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad that it inspired you to pick up some more minis. That's fantastic. I didn't know that, Devin. That makes me really happy, honestly. I'm gonna have to pass that along to Joe. I think he'd like to know that, too. I'm gonna if he gets into painting and makes like a hobby Instagram account or anything like that, I'll definitely share it. Right now, all of his social media is just personal, and I don't think he wants me putting his name out there. But if he ever does make a hobby account, I will definitely share that around. JoJo stream? Maybe. I mean, I have some hot takes on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I've basically been sending them to Liam as I've been watching through the show, so we should have plenty of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure things to say to each other. He thinks it's funny that I've been watching it in English as well. Like, he's telling me stuff about the Japanese version, which is really fun. I can talk about the night that I stayed up till like 2 a.m. watching JoJo and then had a dream where I was Dio Brando, which, okay, like, that happened. That definitely happened. I'm gonna put this bottle in between the ones that I've given the second coat to and the ones that I haven't given the second coat to. And I'm telling you that so that hopefully next time I stream, I'll be like, why is there this bottle here? And someone who's watched this stream will be like, hey, Fives, remember you were separating the ones that you did and didn't do. But in case that doesn't happen, then, you know, that'll just kind of be what it is. We did organize the desk a little bit, which makes me feel less chaotic than usual, which is good. But I think I will call it here because I definitely need to go eat some food now that I realize how long I've been streaming for, and the fact that I should take a break. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that everybody out there has a nice night, and I will see you in the next video.